Shall we get very busy Monday morning race review here today. Warren County Speedway ran on Friday evening. Here are the results from Warren County Speedway on Friday evening. Also, Marshalltown running on Friday as well. Kyle Strickler, he showed up from North Carolina. Good job out of him winning that event. Iowa State Fair Speedway, a lot of great action there. Interesting note about Damon Murdy. He got claimed last week, which means somebody else took his motor. He got theirs. He beat him with their motor. Interesting concept there, but he pulled it off, so good job out of him. Truck Series, look at this. Matt Morrow on a roll, his 7th win in the Truck Series. Pulled it off after a restart at the very end. Nosed out Brett Moyer at the finish line. Great job out of Matt Morrow. So while that was going on at Iowa State Fair Speedway, other action going on at Iowa Speedway, including the ARCA Series. A last restart here. Here we run, folks. You can see up in there it says 2 to go. Interesting concept here. They wave the green flag. It's an extended period of time, but look who is in the lead. That is Mason Mitchell from West Des Moines, Iowa, driving the Carl Chevrolet Impala. He gets the start perfectly, comes around. The announcers were expecting a green-white checkered. No, in ARCA, it's green checkered when it goes into overtime. Mason Mitchell wins at Iowa. His second victory in the ARCA Series is right here at home. And of course, he has all his traditional things that he does, including climbing out of the race car. He talked to the Fox Sports people for a while, then unplugged and says, you know what, forget this. I got to get out and do my signature move. Everybody has to have a signature move now, ladies and gentlemen. And Mason has his. You've seen it on the program. He gets his helmet off. He's going to climb up out of the race car here and stand on the windowsill of the race car. And you know what he's going to do next, because he does this every time he wins. Crew members coming over, high-fiving him, and then, hey, wait a minute, I got to show the crowd I'm Superman. That is awesome. Great job out of Mason Mitchell, and just one very happy guy. And here are the results from This Is My Speedway. 159 is what I think it actually came out to be before it was over. Mason Mitchell wins his primary car. Austin Wayne Self, another great run for that, to 6th place overall there. Austin Cindric, junior in high school, finished in 4th place, driving a Penske ride there. So great job on him. But one thing that was real cool, we were up in the booth doing the play-by-play for this, and they had the cameras on after Fox switched from the racing to soccer, but the cameras were still going, and we saw a picture, and one of our friends managed to capture Carl Moyer in victory lane. Now, this is pretty cool. Conrad Nelson captured this. There's Carl and Mason in victory lane. I don't think he'd had a bigger smile on his face in a long time. Immediately, I thought back to 1969. Indianapolis 500. Mario Andretti wins. Andy Granatelli, the head man for STP, goes and hugs Mario Andretti in victory lane. Similar? We think so. Very close. But there you have it, folks. Congratulations to Mason Mitchell, the winner of the ARCA race over at Iowa Speedway. Boone ran on Saturday evening, so here are the results from the Boone Speedway. You're going to see what's going on there. Knoxville also ran on Saturday night. We have a couple of clips here. This is Tim Kading in the lead here in the first of the twin features for the 410s. This was all well and good as Tim Kading comes around, takes the checkered flag, but unfortunately, post-race inspection saw something went a little haywire. Failed post-race inspection. He was DQ'd, and Brian Brown was declared the winner. Now, in the second 410 feature, it was Dusty Zomer taking the checkered flag, so he ends up winning the second race. So good job out of him. Here are the other results here. And Daniel Lasowski finished in second, and Knoxville Davey Heskin finished in second in the second feature. Billy Alley wins in the 360 division. Xfinity Series ran on Saturday as well. Denny Hamlin and Austin Dillon got into it time and time again. They're not friends, and I think they were friends before, but definitely not friends now. I want to remind everybody, Iowa Speedway, July 31st. It's just 2 weeks away. They'll be back at Iowa Speedway, so hopefully you can get over there and enjoy that. Something else happening at Iowa Speedway. How about great late night action on Saturday evening, the IndyCar Series at Iowa Speedway. Race gets started, and turn 2 seemed to be a problem for everybody, including Juan Pablo Montoya at the very beginning of the race. And just watch this. All these accidents that you are going to see here happened in turn 2. There's a bump in turn 2 that kind of throws the cars for a loop if you don't hit them just right. Another one, the car steps out. on various people as they go through. They think that might be. Is that Munoz? No, that's not Munoz. But anyway, there is A.J. Foyt's ride, number 14, that was into the wall. But watch this. That is Sage Karam in the number 8. He was all over the track, and that's Ed Carpenter in the 20, the guy that's been on this program twice, banging him, going about 180 miles an hour. And he kept doing this repeatedly. And this is going to come into play here momentarily, and you'll see why this is so important. But he just continued to do that. But when the checkered flag did wave, the guy that was just here the other day, Ryan Hunter-Reay wins the race. But here comes Ed Carpenter, not real happy with Sage. Now listen to this. We had to beep some of this.
Sage, you're going to hurt someone, you're going to hurt yourself if you keep driving like that. The fact that your car doesn't let you do anything about it is bull. You're a total weapon.
And also great job out of Ryan Hunter-Reay, winning for the 3rd time at Iowa Speedway. So here are the results. All the people with stars, the race drivers that have been on this program. So we had some nice representation there. Cup Series ran yesterday, and we have a guy who just is on fire. He was off for 11 races, but 3 in the past 4. Kyle Busch becomes victorious once again, takes home yet another trophy. He is just easing in to the top 30 in points, which he needs to do to get into the Chase Championship run. 58 points out of the championship right now. Here are the results from the Cup race yesterday. Also yesterday, Stewart International Speedway ran. Here are your results from Stewart Speedway. So there you have it. Those are all your locals and some of the big things that happened. We also have joining us in studio right now one of the promoters from Iowa State Fair Speedway. We have Tony Morrow here. How you doing, my friend?
Great.
Now, we are all excited about all the things that were happening this past weekend here in town. That was pretty cool, having those big names.
Big time.
But the big names are not done coming to town this week.
No, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. We're back to our Wednesday show here, and it's a special, one of our first specials that's really, I mean, every year we get a little bit better at this. This is our 2nd year. This is going to be a big deal.
Now explain why it's such a big deal that you're talking about.
It's, first of all, it's a Casey's Clash. It's NSL, which is a new series that they've decided to put together here this year, and it's been amazing.
That's the National Sprint League.
And they are the stars of forever are involved with this one.
So this event is happening Wednesday at the racetrack at the fairgrounds.
At the dirt track at the Iowa State Fair, and opening it, we're going to race at 6:45 sharp, and we're going to get everybody back home probably done by 10 o'clock. We do that seemingly every week, you know, so that's important. It's a work day. You know?
Okay, let's take a look here and just show you some of the names that are going to be there. And this is the one that probably has stars next to him. When people see his name on a piece of paper, we're talking about the King is coming back.
The King is coming back. He hasn't been here in, 1981. And at that point in time, he had a streak of 5 in a row. So can he do 6? We'll find out.
So he's been at the fairgrounds. Last time he was at the fairgrounds was 1981 here in Des Moines.
In Des Moines.
Okay.
That's the last time there was really a race of this magnitude was 1981.
So that's a long time.
That's a long time. And these people don't look the same either, matter of fact. But it's an awesome thing. It's great.
But that's not the only big name. We're talking the cream of the crop when we talk about sprint car drivers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you can see there Steve Kinzer, Craig Delansky, Brian Brown.
So Brownie's going to be here?
Yep, Denny Lasowski.
Yep.
Rico Abreu is a maybe now. He had some issues and he had to regroup. So we're hoping that he gets back by then, but we're not guaranteeing that. And then Terry McCarl, there's a lot of East Side people that thrive on Terry, and we're hoping that everything will go well for all of those competitors. It'll be interesting to see.
As always, you like to cater to the families, and you'd like to take care of the kids too, right?
The kids, they're the utmost importance to us at the racetrack. You know that.
And you're doing something special.
We're doing something special with Casey's and their partners. We're having a candy dash, and maybe you saw it years ago at Knoxville. They quit doing it 10 years ago probably, but with Don Lamberti and Bob Myers and everybody thinking that this is a cool thing, let's bring it back, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have candy. We're going to spread it out down the straight. We're going to group them up in age groups and let them go at it and have some fun and enjoy the kids. The Premier Chevy Kid Zone is open and in full swing, so that's all going.
All the things kids can play on?
Kids can play. Everything's going good there. Larry Fleck and Sons, and Jared is the son, of course. They're awesome. They help us at the racetrack, and Larry's put up a huge amount of money, and Jared, to boost that 305 class. So it'll be the 410s, 410 sprint cars.
The big ones.
The big cars,
cars,
yeah. And we've got the 305s coming. So it's just 2 classes of sprint cars. And we're going to get through that with no problem. And then we also have a little boost for any Knoxville regular that comes to race with us and puts the restrictors in. The 305 class, that is, they can leave there with an extra, extra money.
Now we're also going to be
citywide.
remembering someone that I know that you had a chance to get to know. I had a chance to get to know for quite some time, and a lot of people still miss him.
Right.
And a tragedy that happened years ago, Tony.
Right, and that's, it's only fitting that we have the biggest race of the season, and it happens to be 20 years later. But Danny Young, I raced against Danny. He was a fierce competitor, and we're just going to have a nice little tribute to him. Let everybody know that he hasn't been forgotten, and it's just the time for that. 20
I can't believe it's been that long.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
Okay, you can't believe it's been that long since that happened. Can't believe it's been that long since we had big time racing like this at the Iowa State Fairgrounds Speedway. And been that long since Kinzer has been at the track.
Right.
But he's coming back. Everybody's coming back.
Yep.
Again, give everybody the start times and all the fun things.
Racing at 6:45. We'll probably have hot laps at 6:15, 6:30 right in there. We've got a live remote at the Casey store on University in Pleasant Hill, right there at 56th Street. That'll be from 11 to 1. You can meet and greet Steve Kinzer. All the Casey sponsored cars, I think, are planning on being there. We've got something going on with that. Then we'll have an autograph session, and we'll just see who we can get to line up and sign autographs for maybe an hour before the race starts. And we know Steve's going to do it.
And we're dragging Kinzer in here that morning too, so that's going to be cool. So the King's going to be here on Wednesday morning. So look forward to that. Yeah. All right, we have a busy week to go, my friend, and then normal show on Friday.
And a normal show on Friday. We're getting down to the stretch run for the Carl Cup, and $40,000 worth of point money that'll be divided up after this season's over, thanks to Carl Moyer and his performance shop and the dealership.
Hang on, we go back. Do you mean Carl Moyer, the guy that kind of looks like Andy Granatelli in that last picture?
Now I can tell you, Carl would never kiss him.
But he does grab the cheek the same way.
He's got him. He's got him right there.
Perfect. Thank you, Tony. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you.